What are the things every man should at least try even though they are stigmatized as gay or unmanly? Moisturizing. Take care of your skin, boys. I second this, skincare is a must. Especially for people working outside all day, a good moisturizer in the morning which has a decent SPF rating will not only protect you against UV damage, it'll make you silky smooth. Any recommendations? CeraVe Ultralight Moisturizing Lotion SPF 30 if you want an all-in-one, Purita Centella Green Level Unscented SPF 50 for a standalone, yet moisturizing, sunscreen. These are a couple favorites from her skincare addiction, so come join us for more smile. Telling your male friends you love them. Just at the end of high school my group had several deaths occur. Car accident, cancer, suicide and a couple murders. Now in my current group we say love you after most conversation. Some people think it weird but duck em. People aren't around forever. Better to let them know how you feel while you can. Similar story. Grew up in a tough area. Very little affection until we had a bad year when several people in our circle had died. After that, everything changed. I moved away so I don't see those guys very much, but whenever we talk, they always say love you at the end of conversations. Still feels a little weird, but it's a nice sentiment since an untimely demise became real very suddenly. Mental health can be unaddressed for a large portion of a man's life. Love is an element of staying healthy. It is possible that we may not need as much affection, or that we can go longer without it. A good analogy is that someone with extremely high pain tolerance may be suffering from a very serious injury, for a long time, before they recognize the problem. I want to address this. Men are not encouraged to talk about their feelings or appear weak. I got through my depression by opening up about it and found common cause with many male friends. I opened up about being in a traumatic relationship with a narcissist, which involved physical, verbal and emotional abuse and distress. Had I not, I would still be in a very bad way, but since I have, I'm more comfortable with who I am, I'm the most content and at peace that I have been in years, and I no longer will excuse away red flags. I could not have done so had I not admitted to my weakness and talked about it, with friends and licensed professionals. There is strength in admitting to brokenness. TL, doctor, men are as susceptible to this life thing and its traumas. Don't hold it in. Give it up and out, you'll find your fellow brothers struggling and you will find better days once you're out of the tunnel. Edit, Ty kindly for the first award ever. I am touched. Deeply. I'm all in on the bidet. Bought it for my parents as kind of a prank gift and my dad wouldn't let my mom keep it. I don't want water shooting up my ass. I kept it and wouldn't go back. Way cleaner, surprisingly refreshing, and I was the one laughing when nobody could find toilet paper in the stores. A roll lasts me forever now. Spent a couple of weeks in Japan last year, where bidets are nearly universal. First day there, when I got to my hotel room I had to use the Google Translate app to figure out how to work a toilet. By the third day, I couldn't imagine going back to paper. When I got home, I installed one at my house. And yep, when the pandemic struck, toilet paper was not on my list of things to worry about. I had a stop in Korea for a flight. Used one once, got home and bought one immediately. Also can't imagine going back and was glad to not have to worry about running out of TP. If I remember correctly, social workers are mostly female, but young boys need good male role models too, and there should be a demand for male social workers since there are so few of them. So, being a social worker. Being verbally and physically affectionate, if you're comfortable with contact in general, with your boys. I tell my boys I love them. I hug my boys. I kiss my boys before a night of wrestling and howling at the moon. Aragorn kissed Boromir. You gonna tell me Aragorn was unmanly? Good luck saving Gondor without your boys, coward. I'm a man. My grandfather taught me to solder. Smoked more than 2 packs a day. Worked until his 80s. Once burned off a tick on the end of another man's dick with the cigarette he was smoking at the time. Had 10 heart attacks before the 11th one killed him. Used to take me to elementary school each day. He would give me a kiss and say have a good day honey. He was metal as duck but it didn't stop him from showing love to us boys. We used to sit on his deck and share root beer floats. Damn I miss Gramps edit, wow I ran errands and opened Reddit to a bunch of people who could fondly remember their grandparents. That's awesome. I could explain the tick on a dick but I'd actually rather leave it to conjecture and nightmare fuel smile. Thanks for the awards. You all are very kind. Tick on a dick. I know what my nightmares will be. You've heard of Elf on the Shelf, now get ready for Tick Coke. Oh, god damn it. When my husband and I first started dating, I turned him on to the magic of baths. We did face mask and bath bombs, which he really thought would explode, and bath salt, which he was worried would make him a zombie. Now he drags me into Lush and asks if after our date nights if we can take a bath. I keep talking about when we buy a house. And he follows up with, it needs a nice tub. Edit. Y'all keep making references on this, but I don't know what you're referring to. Please pretend all I do is take baths. I just want to know what is being referenced. Edit 2. It's not just friends being referenced. Monica. I drew my own bath, but I did it wrong. The water's tepid. The salt didn't dissolve and is now lodged places. And the scents I use don't complement each other. Eucalyptus and chamomile. What were you thinking? Least you got your battleship. That way it's a boy bath. Don't not try something because you're afraid of seeming unmanly. Worrying about how manly you appear to the world is actually the least manly thing you can do. One would be the manliest man if he did whatever he wanted no matter what society tells him. Try sewing. I'm the seamstress, seamaster. For my family. Fixing clothing and making curtains etc. can be just as useful as fixing a car, and comes in handy more frequently. Edit, as some have pointed out, you shouldn't make your own curtains, for fire safety reasons. I only made a one long set into 2 smaller sets. My main sewing tasks are Halloween related and mending favorite pajama pants. Also, thanks for the gold. Seamster for male smile. Getting a massage. My so never had one and I convinced him to get one. He felt so relieved. Why would that be stigmatized? I used to go regularly. They meant getting a massage from a man, Costanza style. I think it moved. Going to the spa. Dick or no dick, we all deserve to be pampered every once in a while. Treat yourself. 2011. It's the best day of the year. Skincare. I don't understand why it's so gendered. Why adds focus on you can put this black navy skincare product and still be manly. Its skin is an important human organ, and actually not that different in needs from man-woman. Everyone needs to wash your face properly and to protect it from dehydration and sun damage. The marketing for men's skincare is so cringeworthy it's just unreal. Instead of just here is moisturizer, you need to use this to not have shitty skin problems. It's always Ultra Face Shield to the Ducking Maximum or Pro Super Power Glide Razor Blades for shaving your manly face. I just want a cleanser, I'm not looking to invade a country. Thinking, talking about and understanding your emotions. Man, that's deep. I was just going to say butt play. That can be deep too. Oh yeah, make me emotional. Make me cry for my daddy. I am proud of you, son. Cocktails, they're delicious, and I've found some of the tastiest come in the daintiest glasses and have the effeminate flirty names, Pink Passion, Sweet Seacrest Blue, Sex on the Beach, etc. that aren't the manliest disorder. Went on a work night over Christmas, I work in a factory, and got endless shit about ordering gin and tonics and espresso martinis. Literally could not give one solitary shit, they taste great. Gin and tonics are considered unmanly? Extravagant pink ones are. Cooking, ducking hell, don't rely on others for something you need every day. Deliveries and takeaways are expensive, and it's really satisfying when you whip up something and it's delicious. Eating noodles and microwave meals all the time isn't really that much better too. You can make a pretty good pasta for like $1 to $3 or so per portion. And to those men who say I'd just marry someone who cooks, yeah right, what if the one doesn't know how to cook? Edit, just like Chef Gusteau said, anyone can cook he. Edit 2 typo. Cooking is a weird one, because the idea that it is unmanly only applied to domestic cooking. Professional and recreational, grilling, were considered men's work. Yea, most chefs are men, and for some reason I've always been treated weird when I talk to coworkers about cooking dinner when I get home. Makes no sense. My absolute favorite is when the conversation brings up the girlfriend, like oh nah, she doesn't eat much pork so we're do beef ribs or something like that. 100% of the time, Without fail, the next few sentences will be "Oh, your girlfriend. Doesn't she cook? Well, why not? Wouldn't it be nice to have her make you dinner? No, mother ducker, no. I love her dearly, but I want to enjoy my calories for the day, and that is not likely if she's cooking lamau." Philia. I love my wife dearly, and while her cooking is clearly edible, when I want to eat something enjoyable, I do the cooking. So yeah, I cook about 75% of the meals in our home. Yeah, I know that my cooking is mostly edible. I try, and from time to time nail a great recipe, but everything must be 100% right, or it's just edible. Like the other day, I ruined a perfect recipe because the tomatoes were not refrigerated and therefore the soup was very sweet. Also, my family has very sensitive taste buds. Heck, my husband can tell the difference between white and yellow peaches blindfolded. He can also tell you the spices used by tasting the food at a restaurant.